Next topic is center of mass, and it is one of the important topic. Center of mass of a body or the system of particles is a point at which we can suppose that whole mass of the body is concentrated. And in symmetrically shaped bodies, their geometrical center act as the center of mass. Let's suppose a system of particles, or we can say body, which have n particles. These n particles have masses m1, m2 and mn, and their velocities are v1, v2 and vn respectively. Therefore, their individual momentums are m1 v1, m2 v2 and mn vn, or we can say these are p1, p2 and so on to pn. Therefore, total momentum of the system is the sum of individual momentum, and it can be written as p1 plus p2 plus and so on to pn. Or we can write it as in terms of mass and velocities, that m is the total mass, and this total mass of the system is m1 plus m2 plus mn. This total mass is concentrated at a point that is the center of mass, and that center of mass will have a resultant velocity, that is v. This is the velocity of center of mass, and it will be equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2 plus mn vn. Therefore, we can say velocity of center of mass is m1 v1 plus m2 v2 plus and so on to mn vn divided by total mass of the body, or it can also be written as m1 v1 plus m2 v2 plus mn vn divided by mass of the body is m1 plus m2 and so on to mn. Or in symbolic form, we can write it as summation I equals to 1 to n mi vi divided by summation I equal to 1 to n mi. This is the velocity of center of mass, where we can suppose that whole mass is concentrated, then its velocity is given by this formula. As we know that velocity is the rate of change of position, that is v equal to dr by dt. So we can write here from this expression, this is the vector actually, we can write that it is drcm by dt equal to m1 dr1 by dt plus m2 dr2 by dt plus and so on to mn drn by dt divided by m1 plus m2 plus mn. Because m, that is the mass, is a constant term, we can take it inside the differential. So we can write it as m1 r1 plus m2 differential of m2 r2 plus and so on to differential of mn rn divided by m1 plus m2 plus and so on to mn. And because differential of sum is sum of differentials, so we can write it as differential of m1 r1 plus m2 r2 plus and so on to mn rn divided by m1 plus m2 plus mn. And now comparing these left hand side and right hand side, we found that this RCM and this term are equal. That is, RCM is equal to m1r1 plus m2r2 plus and so on to mnrn divided by m1 plus m2 plus and so on to mn. So this is the position vector of the center of mass in terms of the position vectors of individual particles. This can be written as, in short form, summation I equal to 1 to n mi ri by summation I is equal to 1 to n mi. We can also write the position in terms of its components. For example, x center of mass is m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus and so on to mn xn divided by m1 plus m2 plus and so on to mn. X coordinate of center of mass is written using the expression that RCM, that is the radius vector of the center of mass, is the IXCM, I is the unit vector along the x-axis, plus JYCM plus K ZCM, where I, J, K are the unit vectors along the x, y and z axis. Similarly, individual vectors also have their components along x, y and z axis. For example, R1 is having a component x1i plus y1j plus z1k. R2 will have the components along the x, y, z axis as x2i plus y2j plus z2k, and so on to Rn will have xni plus ynj plus znk. In this way, comparing the components along x-axis with x-axis and y-axis with y-axis and z-axis with z-axis, we will get this x, y and z coordinate of the center of mass. Similar way, we can write y center of mass, that is the y coordinate of the center of mass is m1 y1 plus m2 y2 plus and so on to mn yn oblique m1 plus m2 plus and so on to mn. In similar way, we can write for z center of mass. This is equal to m1 z1 plus m2 z2 and so on to mn zn divided by m1 plus m2 plus and so on to mn. So these are the x, y and z component of the center of mass. Similarly, if the force is applied on the system, then it can be supposed that it has an acceleration. In terms of acceleration, we can also write the center of mass. Velocity of center of mass is m1 v1 plus m2 v2 plus and so on to mn vn divided by mass of the body m1 plus m2 plus and so on to mn. Now, if the system has the acceleration, we have to find the acceleration of the center of mass also, and for that, differentiating with respect to time, we will get dvcm by dt. This will give us acceleration of center of mass, and this acceleration of center of mass will be equal to the differential of m1 v1 plus m2 v2 plus and so on to mn vn divided by m1 plus m2 plus mn. And differential of sum is sum of differentials, so we can write it as, because m1 plus m2 plus mn, this denominator is a constant term, it will be taken out. It will be written as m1 plus m2 plus mn, and differential will be written as m1 d1 by dt plus m2 dv2 by dt plus mn dvn by dt. This will be equal to 1 by m1 plus m2 plus mn, and we will write here m1 a1, that is acceleration of first particle, plus m2 into, this is the acceleration of second particle, plus and so on, and mn an. Therefore, we can write it as m1 a1 plus M2A2 plus and so on to Mn An divided by M1 plus M2 plus and so on to Mn. So in this way, this is the acceleration of center of mass. So there is a symmetry in the relation of the acceleration of center of mass, velocity of center of mass, and the position vector of the center of mass. Two particle system in which two particles are, say, A and B are at a distance from each other. There is no external force, only their internal forces are acting on it. If force on A is F, then force on B is minus F. They will have equal magnitude but opposite direction. Two particle system, we can write R center of mass, that is the position vector of the center of mass, is M1 R1 plus M2 R2 by M1 plus M2. Its velocity of center of mass is, it is dRCm by dt, and it will be equal to M1 dR1 by dt plus M2 dR2 by dt by M1 plus M2. So we can write it as M1 V1 plus M2 V2 by M1 plus M2. Similarly, we can write acceleration of center of mass is d Vcm by dt, rate of change of velocity. So it is M1 dV1 by dt plus M2 into dV2 by dt by M1 plus M2. And we can write it as M1 A1 plus M2 A2 by M1 plus M2. Let's take the case if F external is 0. No external force is acting on this system. In that case, only internal forces F and minus F are acting on the bodies. So acceleration of center of mass, if F external is 0, will be equal to mass of the first body M1 and acceleration of the first body. This A has mass M1 and this body B has mass M2. And because of these forces, mass of A, that is first particle, will be F by M1, and mass of, this is the acceleration of first body, and acceleration of second body will be, because of the minus F, it will be minus F by M2. So we put these values in the expression of ACM. It will be M1 into A1. A1 is F by M1 plus M2, and now the acceleration of second particle is in opposite direction, and it is minus F by M2 divided by M1 plus M2. So we see M1 will get cancelled by M1 and M2 will get cancelled by M2. That means acceleration of center of mass is 0. It means if acceleration of center of mass is 0, this implies that velocity of center of mass is constant. Motion of center of mass of the system is not affected by the internal forces. Now we have to find the center of mass of some of the cases.